Hey, y'all look at see?
They're praying for the fire.
They're praying for the fire.
The fire, let's get together and
It was
pray.
packed. I got cars behind me and in front of me, Stoner. I'm here, bro.
That's poison oak right there.
All right.
So-
Yo, I treat everything that's green. I just don't touch it.
Yeah, it's better safe that way. Otherwise, you will be itching for quite a while.
I'm not trying to do that at all. Yeah, imagine all the history I walked down here.
Oh yeah. So when you were down there, you went down there, you slipped, and you never headed out this way.
I didn't get this far.
Yeah,
I had turned around.
Oh, okay.
I kept walking by that rock where those kids.
Yeah, on the streets, there's so many ways to get down from here. Also, people start creating.
They made their own routes.
Yeah, their own routes. Yeah.
See, I don't know this
So
this land too good, so.
Where we park, you can literally just come down and start hopping instead of going all the way around.
Mhm.
So you're just saving space, time, and energy, really. Like here's one of them right here.
Their sound and they're doing like a metal coming out of an album.
Right.
That's where.
Okay.
And the reason that they kept them back here,
Yeah.
because this is far away from the ranch because they're young, they're underage.
Right.
You don't want 15 and 16-year-old girls running around in front where the cops could pull up.
Sure.
And so they just kept them back here. So everybody thinks like, oh, they're always at Longhorn Saloon. It's like, no, they really weren't spending their time at the ranch because you don't want underage girls. Because the cops, you see how close it is to the road. The cops could pull in anytime just driving down. Before the freeway came in, everybody was using San Suzanne. Now not as many people just got the 118. So that's why people like, are the cops go down there? No, not really, because they're all on the freeway.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
tons of-
So, but this is basically where we are, and that's where it was. And then behind that is the in-case place. Now, the in-case place is actually on the other side of San Suzanne Pass. So, which is on another property, and they actually did build. He built like a shack or like a hut, and it was basically just for supplies, but also I think also kind of a house. Now, something new that I was told about is right in here. This area right here. Now it's all overgrown, but this is exactly where that back house was. And when you see it in the Hendrickson film, and Hendrickson calls it the outlaw shack, and he gets the wording wrong. Right? They're like, what they're doing is the Manson family are in this creek right here when it was flowing, and they're washing up, they're cleaning a baby, and then all of a sudden behind them you see a building, and then Hendrickson says, "Oh, that's the outlaw."
They're heading back to the main part of the
I'm glad
ranch.
they're heading back towards the ranch, and they start walking this way, which is where the Longhorn Saloon is. But in this area here, and this guy showed me that the foundation of it's still there, but it's just so overgrown. This is where it was, and there was a chimney. I believe that's part of it right there. There was power right here, so this is exactly where that house was when you see it in the Hendrickson film. And I actually didn't know that for a long time, and we would just walk right past it.
Question.
I know.
In the film, there is a shot where there's a whole bunch of naked chicks in like a pond.
And that's Gypsy's Waterfall. Okay, that's Gypsy's Waterfall. Now, that's over on there in the freeway.
Now I'm getting an erection, dude.
That's where they had they put bricks down and stuff. It was like man-made.
Household bricks, which is probably like, here's the only problem. This whole creek is full with poison oak. So if I actually walked down it and could find those bricks, then I would know exactly where that scene is because that's man-made.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and I'm sure it's probably right in here, but that's all poison oak. So a lot of the stuff that you see, you have to walk through that creek, and there's just no way you're by the end of the day you would just be swollen.
Yeah.
But that's where they were, and then that's where you see the house behind them. So no, we have to stay away from there until they start walking back.
And why is that?
Oh, right.
It wasn't cabin.
No,
it was just someone's house, like
Stoner
Ruby Pearl's
actually
friend's
said-
house.
Oh,
She didn't
okay,
want any
right,
hippies
all
coming
right,
to
I
around
get
her
it,
house.
okay.
You know what I mean? It
She
wasn't
wanted
the
her
outlaw
privacy or whatever.
Right, and the outlaw shacks were actually even way further back. I mean, that's a hell of a hike, and it's way over, but we're not going to see
We're
that.
doing that today too, right?
No, not that one. First of all, they're not there, and that's on private property.
Oh, okay.
There's a softball field down there, and the person that owns the house.
Right, I remember you mentioned that.
Right, they own the property that actually the outlaw shacks are on. They caught us back there on their, right here in my backyard. What are you guys doing? And I was with George. As you can see here, he draws a field, and there's a natural spring, and it's dry.
Right.
This is actually a part of that spring.
Right.
So this is a.
Yeah,
So the spring doesn't. I mean, you would have to. These Carhartts?
What you're wearing, Carhartt?
No, they're Craftsman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Craftsman to me is still American, so.
Stay on the wheel.
Probably on the log. Oh,
Oh,
oh, she got in there.
Damn.
We need to throw some more wood in here, dude. I'm trying to grab that over there. Slow, man.
I got it.
Now from right here, if you look on that map, I'll get you a map. You need a map, Maria?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get you a map.
Where's the rock?
You mean the,
This must be cave.
that's around the corner, so you can't see it from here.
I've only been across it a couple of times.
You want one?
There you go.
Okay, so what we're looking at, anyone else need a map? Okay. So what we're looking at from here is that open area that you see right here, and that's this. So the back ranch house. So if you ever see that video of the girls, there's no sound, but the camera goes around, they're sitting in the corner, you can see some like albums, you see them like embroidering and stuff.
How
That's
far
where they're
up
doing
is
it,
it?
in the building that's right there. Now right behind it, across the street.
Wait, where's in relation to that
to
telephone
that telephone
pole
pole, right?
So
with
are
the
we
shit
going-
on
are we going
it?
there?
Blank telephone
Most
pole
of
to
this-
telephone pole with silver things on it.
Okay, it's next to the one that's in the middle of the brown one.
Got it.
It's right in the middle of it. So the reason that they had it there, and then the in-case place, is across the street on the other side where that paved road is. There was actually a building literally built.
How old are you?
Now the Longhorn Saloon
Oh,
is around this corner, and you can see how far away they kept the girls from the main part of the ranch, because the cops could easily drive up, and the last thing that you want is 15, 16-year-old girls, underage girls, walking around where the ranch is, where the Longhorn Saloon is. You want them in the back.
So he took
and
this
like, we don't care
trail
what you do back here. You can run around, have your little acid parties or whatever, and which they did. So there was, even in Lynette's book, she talks about the time where they had like a freak out where they took a bunch of acid. They were at the back bunk's house, and all
The most insane trip that we ever had together with the family is we always called it the freak out. And we took two little teeny white tablets of LSD, and when we came on, we got so flipped out and so fire control that Charlie he just put on his clothes and went running out. He went running down the road. And then everybody just went stark raving mad. I mean, just completely crazy. Arms and legs flying in every direction and people screaming, "Charlie! Charlie!" And then I go, "Charlie? Who in the hell's Charlie?"
they were doing was just running around this area. Yeah, right here. Yeah. Charlie, yeah. This was here, and they're all running around here, and they're just going around going crazy.
Right here?
Yeah, just going crazy, running around this area. And then the next day, they all kind of snapped out of it, dusted themselves off, and then went to work for the old man. Like, it was a Saturday night with your buddies. You come over, you get drunk, take a little acid. Come on, like you didn't do that shit when you were younger. Shit, having a kegger. So, but you could see how much safer it is back
Oh, it's over
here.
beyond
The
that.
setup
It's around
starts
this bridge.
at the
Right.
Longhorn
It's
Saloon.
towards the bridge, right? It's right next to the
Easily come up
bridge.
off the road.
Yeah, so it's
the
around-
cops back here, and you're running around here, plus where we are up here. Plus you could be naked, nude. No, they're not going to see you back here. I mean, it really 50 years ago. This was a lot more desperate.
Yeah,
It was
it's
a lot
days
more
of
alive than it
soul.
was now.
Yeah.
Back then there was nothing here. And I got here. So that's everything that I read in the book about the background. That all
Yeah, is this a wildfire exit or something?
He's trying to explain to us that we're right here, in case place.
Put some water on her face, put
Be
her
right
hair in a
there.
ponytail, and then went to work. And that was pretty much it, you know.
I was driving
For the
last night.
area.
There was a fire by the 5 and the 134, and it was burning for like 5 hours, but they never closed off the freeway.
Because they had horses going through your mandatory DNA test. You have, let's say, 90 days to comply. If you don't do it, then you'll be held in contempt of court. I don't know, go to jail. I don't know. You know, be a fine. Or, I mean, or you just give up the estate. You automatically give up the estate. Frank Ritz's house behind those rocks. You can't even really see the house. It actually was only a 1-bedroom, and I think they just now made it into a 6-bedroom.
So Bruce Davis starts this
Wasn't here. It's like an auditorium now for church services, Easter Sunday, weddings, any kind of like sort of religious
Just back over the hill.
which they have here. And there's a sign down there that says private property, so you can't walk on it. But you can stand right here and watch them have Easter Sunday, like it's no big deal. Smoke doobie. Now there used to be a lot more trees here. Because I've been here with certain people who've been here before, and they're just like, hey, it wasn't like this here 50 years ago. It was all trees. exactly what it was. If you read anything in a book or see a video where Manson says anything about the Red Mesa, Red Mesa. What he's talking about is, from here, if you want to get a little closer, is this flat area that kind of looks like a park lot. Now, it's all emptied out. That's the top of the Red Mesa. That's the Red Mesa right there. On the other side of that, heading towards, which would be east on Topanga, or on Santa Susana. On the other side of that's where Shorty Shea was killed. Now, Barbara Hoyt is in a cabin over here on the ranch in a room called the parachute room. And the reason I use these words is because when you start reading books, you're going to hear these terms. You're going to hear parachute room, Red Mesa, or in videos like that if you haven't already. And this is exactly what they're talking about. So they used to have these mobile outlaw shacks that they could put on, you know, on the back of a truck, and they can haul it anywhere, and they would be on top of the Red Mesa. And as you can see from here, we can clearly see Topanga. We can see if any cops are coming up, Santa Susana, or the Black Panthers are coming, or whoever Charlie thinks is coming, you know. So that's why that was a good vantage point right there. And right below that is the baby caves, which is where Susan Atkins was hiding with the babies, and the cops were coming to look for her, and she was actually hiding with these kids. And they literally had a two-way radio from the top of the Red Mesa down to the cave where Susan was in there with a long wire. Literally was a radio, and they would say, okay, look, the cops are coming, keep the kids quiet. And she would, and they never even knew when they drove right past her on Santa Susana that they just drove right past her. And remember, there was no bridge back then either. So you had to drive on the ranch and then literally get out of your car and then walk back here, and the cops were just not doing that. They're like, no, dude. That's why it was easy for them to get away, because they could just run into the hills and hide wherever you want, and the cops wouldn't chase them. Now they can bring their motorcycles, helicopters.
Where were Clem's caves?
All over the place, man. That's the only thing. He doesn't mark exactly where they are, and some of them are kind of hard to find. On there, he doesn't mark any caves.
Not Clem, not Texas.
That too, I don't know either, because he doesn't mark it on there at all. And then when you see videos of them in certain caves, it's just kind of hard to tell where it is when you're just seeing them in the caves. Like, you're in a cave, okay, you two are in a cave. Now, how am I supposed to find? I know where you guys are. I just don't know exactly where you are on the property. Yeah. So, but it's a big property. You got 500 acres, or you could be anywhere. But like I've always said, if I were to ever take a tour from any member of the Manson family, it would be Tex Watson, because he would know this place better than anyone, because he spent more time around here burning people in Hollywood than looking for a place to hide away, you know, and then running around in the hills here. Whereas Manson wasn't really like that. He kind of stayed in the front and this and that. Maybe rode the dune buggies around a lot, but it's just zooming through here having fun. Whereas Clem was literally, as you can see from the map, like staking out places to stash stuff.
Yeah, you got it mapped out.
Here. That map, it just says I'm guilty. That map, that's like evidence used in court, you know. Your Honor, we've got Exhibit A here, the map. It says everything. This is where it shows you where all the stolen items are hidden.
You spent some time.
Exactly, dude. You don't have a memory like that in detail unless you're really hiding shit, or you know, or you need a place to hide. You don't. Come on. That's what I love about this map.
10 years later.
Trailer being redone for Helter Skelter, is that what he's saying?
Something like that, I guess. He does have Helter Skelter in it, which is just trippy, yeah. See, I think maybe he might add that in 10 years later. I think that's and he took my tour. He's 300 plus pounds, 2 bad knees and a broken back, and he made it all the way up here. Our friend Tracy was behind him like this.
Shut up, back myself.
Pushed him up here, and I give Tracy a lot of credit for that day, because that was a workout and a half for him.
That guy,
but
when he was up here, I thought this guy I didn't know who he was. I thought this guy had to be an athlete at some point, because there's no fucking way he would have gotten up here.
Right.
No, and he was, in his prime, he actually was shaving and everything. And when he was fighting Andre the Giant, that was a little bit different. Okay? And he did. He fought him. And he was awesome. He was actually a lot of fun to have on the tour.
Come on, Grandpa.
All right,
Coming.
It's like we're up there, and he's like, well, how did you get the hell over there? Wait a second. Weren't you on the same road as us? He can't make it up here, but he can make it up there. How's that? That's impossible. This would be easier. How's he going to make it over the boulder?
All right, we got Stoner in the front leading us. I wonder how many miles this is.
They eliminated him was through handwriting samples. But who's to say that he actually wrote the letters? You know?
Yo, that's crazy.
You're not familiar with the Zodiac. You have it, bub?
Shit.
It's drying right now. My head barely gets through it.
Here we are. And we made it.
Oh, there it goes.
We're here. Well, coming from the top. That's the top? Well, actually, if you go, there's a nice little hike, actually. You go all the way to the top there, it actually hits Lilac Lane, where you can park your car. And people, the state, when they give their tour, that's where they start from. And they walk all the way from here down to the cave and then back up to their car. Did they show the kid and go, this is from Life magazine? But they just don't give you any history. They just show you and go, here.
Okay.
Right.
But they don't go, this is a Life magazine kid,
Right.
so you don't know what it is.
But you, most of the people that take that tour do, but they don't give you any kind of reference of what you're looking at.
Wait, whose car is this again?
I don't know.
Bruce Davis? I think this is Bruce Davis' car. This one. Possibly could be Bruce Davis' car or somebody. Whose car is
You made it. That's Corvair, and Bruce Davis used to drive it around. We sent him a picture of it.
Wow.
And he says it wasn't his, but it might have been stolen. But he did drive it around. He doesn't know how it got back here. But all they wanted from it,
How the fuck did they get it back
he
in?
says all they wanted from it was the engine. All they wanted was engines. They didn't care for the body. Because they just need engines for fucking dune buggy. So it was a good car to steal, and that one, the Volkswagen Bug was actually their favorite to steal. And but you have to remember these roads were actually maintained by dune buggies and horses, and you can get trucks up here. And since there's no engine in it, it's very light. This actually used to be a lot further up. The kids have just toppled it over. It's actually a lot lighter than you think.
Did you ever get find out about the other car that's up there? You know what I'm talking about? That was to the right of where it used to be?
Yeah, it's right over there.
Okay, well.
It's a bug, right?
Did they any history in that one?
I have no idea, but right now, catty corner to this car, there's another car that you can't see, but it's like like half into the hillside, and eventually it's going to be gone.
It's like it's a Biscayne.
Yeah.
It's like what?
You know what Biscayne? It was like a Impala, but it's not. I don't think it's the Impala. I think
It's not like a Batman.
it's like 65 Biscayne.
Oh wow.
Because of when you see the back, like the back fenders on it were kind of like pointy and shit. Yeah.
It's got bullet holes in it. That's got bullet holes.
Party at a bar called Petey's Place.
Katie or Hayden?
Petey's. Like you know Petey from the Little Rascal the dog. Petey. Petey's. It's called Petey's Place. Little dive bar in Tarzan. It used to be called Dave's Den. And the woman that owns it, she used to own another bar called Wild, and then she switched it over to Petey's Place. It's perfect. It's nice. Love this shirt, bro. Thank you. So cool.
El Patron.
It's so much faster going back. Try to tell people, like, you know, haven't moved or you haven't hiked in a while, and you're gonna. That'll get your heart pumping. Oh wow, tripped out.
Oh my.
I'm trying to go into the cave too.
Yeah, bro.
It's like non-stop. I love it.
Gotta keep the sesh going.
Right. Long go.
Yeah, it's a deep cave. I didn't know it went back there.
Nah, this is cool.
Yeah, you can sit here watching the rain. Dude, it's cool,
Yeah,
man.
the orgy's about to
I probably
start.
can't even fit here though.
That's why she took her time to save energy.
That was the plot.
That's like that freaking closet.
Yeah, look at Stoner.
Yeah. We have this closet. We can't figure out what the fuck it is.
This is his other man cave. You gotta go live from right here, the other man cave.
It's the Hi, welcome to the Stoner Van Houten Show. We are live from Spahn Ranch in the cave.
Right, literally.
You said you didn't know where the caves were. I know where one is.
Like a blanket.
Right now, we're hotboxing the cave.
Right?
If you've ever been to Spahn Ranch, come here and hotbox. See the Corvair car and hotbox the cave. 2019.
The engine was in the back.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a car right there, and that's probably...
The engine was in the back of this Corvair.
Yeah,
Yeah. You can still see the motor mount.
yeah. The only thing that I would love
We got a Spahn
to say right now,
and a wire harness. There's still a wire harness.
I would love to have that in my garden.
What?
The chrome bumper.
Oh yeah, right?
If I could get that off, I would totally take that. I would fucking totally take that. Put in my garden. But I need a blowtorch. There's no way that shit's coming off.
I don't know.
The rest of it.
Yeah, no shit, huh?
We got a wire harness.
That's crazy.
With a motor mount.
I didn't think the car actually looked this good. I thought it was like,
No, right? Like smashed up
fucked
too.
up.
What's that over there?
Yeah, there was a door.
It looks like the fucking chassis, dude.
Right?
I'm serious. There was a fucking door
so?
right here.
I don't
That's
know.
gone.
They ripped it off, right?
Yeah, that's gone. And the hood's gone. Somebody took the hood.
There's a bumper inside out. On the side,
There's a bunch of them. You think that's original, or you think that's after?
It could have happened anytime.
Anytime, right?
I mean, I'm probably wrong, but like I said, it's like, you know, that era, the back.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, you
big
can
ass.
tell by
You can see the little red in the corner.
It has a color on the side, like the red, the actual color that I was at one point.
Supposedly there's like more cars over there, like by the trail there,
Like
right?
I said,
Go check it out,
overgrown
Roxanne.
like this one, overgrown
Go
bush.
see if there's more back.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Roxanne's gonna climb back there and see if there's anything else.
The Zodiac one back there. So that's considered Bruce Davis?
Well, the idea is that Bruce Davis acquired that car. Sometimes Stoner likes to say he owned it. I always question that because I don't think these guys owned fucking anything, dude. They stole everything.
Well, he even said it. Like
yeah, they stole it.
He didn't need money. He said, I need no money.
That had an
It was an
air-cooled
outlaw.
engine, just like the Volkswagen Beetle. That's why they were stealing it. Because you could make it.
Wow.
It was very easy to make dune buggies back then.
That's what he was about, right? For the desert and stuff?
Well, yeah.
Some people try to say that he was trying to go to Mexico with him.
Listen, they say all this stuff, but they might have just been doing it to make and sell dune buggies because they were popular. It was easy to do. All they had to do was steal a fucking Beetle. Nobody gave a shit where the engine came from.
Yep.
Maybe. That's my
Maybe,
conjecture.
right?
I'm probably wrong.
Who knows what they were doing? Who really knows what the fuck they were doing? Because this whole area was open.
Well, I think
There was more woods. They considered it woods, right?
Yeah.
He was saying it earlier.
Yeah. It was an undeveloped area, right?
The only thing it had was a Spahn Ranch, right?
I mean, yeah. When
The
you
movie
look out there
set.
now, you see all these houses and stuff. This wasn't like this. This was all the woods. Who were that? Well,
That's probably broken pieces of it right there. That foundation right there. That's probably original foundation. So when you see that Henderson building, they show that house. This is the what?
The bee that just went by.
Right. This is where
He's
it would be.
unaware
There'd be a
of
fireplace.
electrical posts.
Yep. He said something about Hendrickson. I seen a pole that was like burnt by fire. It had to be from like back in the day.
Oh yeah, that was back in the day. The original pole is still up there, though. The original pole from Spahn.
Oh yeah?
Still there. It's burned, but it's still holding.
It's charred up, yeah. They just pushed everything over the side, right?
Yeah. But the pole is still standing in the same location. Oh, this is it right here. I took those two pieces.
Oh, cool. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, that's from the actual pole. That's been on the on pictures and whatnot.
Yeah, movies before all that shit happened,
Yeah.
and then while they were there.
Right, and of
After
course
it
you can
burnt.
still see the pole when I guess when they're taking Charlie on one picture. You can see the pole in the
Oh yeah,
background.
when he's handcuffed with
Yeah.
DiCarlo. Oh shit.
Love it. I hate your husband. You did me wrong. I'd love to get stuff like that. That'd be fantastic. If an ex was hitting you up, I'd love it.
I'll kill you.
I would love it.
And then that plate there was from 1968. That's literally the Susanna thing, 1968.
Started right now?
Well, when you know when all that plate literally saw all this action. And they saw Charlie coming out of the street and all that. Just the view. But this plate right here.
Plate right here.
You'll see it once you come out of here. It's right on that rock. But if it's, you know, it's 1968, so you assume it's right by the rock, and just what you saw. Just, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
And that sounds kind of stupid.
I know exactly.
No, but it was there. It was like historic.
It was historic time. You saw Charlie and Tex driving down the street and past that little damn sign.
I want to check it out.
That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, 1968. It's going to start pushing it more because it's definitely getting dark, man.
Yeah, it might rain. Maybe it might drizzle a little bit.
It was drizzling.
It was already.
Yeah.
It was.
I got caught with a couple drops, but I hope it's not more than that.
It's gonna start pouring right now. That was when you said
That would fucking suck.
Yeah.
So get to the cave, you hide in the cave and it floods. Fuck, we gotta get out.
This reminds me of Jungle Cruise Park.
Safari, right? Oh, here we go. I remember this spot. You got some weird fucking asbestos shit floating around.
But that scared the hell out of me afterwards. Like when I was in that damn cave and there was somebody else in there. I went in there, but the there was so much soot.
Yeah, I did. I think there must have been bats. I didn't touch it.
Oh right.
I was on the other side.
Oh no!
You and Roxy ate it, man.
Huh? I know.
Ate it in there too.
Fuck.
I should have a camera right there. Like, look at this guy. Oh, he got it. No,
Look at that.
rinse it out.
Nah, it's nothing. I don't care.
Yeah, you'll rinse it out.
I got splashed on the
I
ridge.
see anybody wear white shoes, you know, when they go hiking and stuff too.
I didn't know it was gonna be this much of a hike though.
Oh yeah, I know. Right.
And plus, I don't even really care because I bought these for work anyways before they fucking fired me and shit.
Oh shit.
You know what they fired me for?
Oh, they fired you already?
Yeah, they terminated me because I had wrote Atwell on this poster that they asked.
Backpack?
No, I had wrote it on the poster.
Oh, on a poster.
They had asked everybody to sign it. When I had signed it, I had just wrote it real small. I didn't write my name or nothing, just that. And they fucking terminated me the next day.
Oh, so I can see that. They're like, oh, dude, this guy.
He was like, but you know where it comes from though? I was like, I know where it comes from.
Yeah.
But like, what the fuck difference does it make?
What they used against you, yeah.
Where the fuck did America come from? Like,
Right, exactly. It's slaughtering us too.
or where the fucking Walmart come from, or any corporation?
Right.
It really doesn't matter, to tell you the truth. The whole point.
Always bloodshed for something good.
Nah, but the whole point was like it shouldn't have mattered though, you know?
Right, I know it shouldn't matter. Yeah.
I feel like it was something that like I don't even think they knew what the fuck it was.
Or they just use it against you. Like, dude, we didn't want that in there. It's being given to somebody. He's gonna frame it at his house or his office. And everybody's gonna be like, what the fuck is
But he probably had to like order new ones or some shit, have everybody re-sign them.
Yeah, see, that's another one. Oh, we have to go to the re-sign again. He only was out here for a week. We gotta fly his ass out here again. See, you don't know the circumstance of what you probably created just from that. Because this,
Well, that's what they're trying to say.
right, this idiot didn't fucking, you know, he's been overriding it.
Yeah, I told them that I would paint over it before they even tried to like, before they told me I was terminated.
Yeah, you can touch it up or something.
I told them, they was like, oh, what does it mean to you? And I told them what it meant. I was like, it's a serious thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's real.
Yeah.
And I didn't think there was any harm in it, you know?
Man, I would have said those were my initials when I was a kid.
Right.
Yeah, it's so
Right.
yeah, my name is L fucking Human.
Nah, but I think, I don't know, some old lady felt like offended or whatever.
Oh, right, yeah, exactly. You're always gonna get.
She was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, watch out for that one, guys.
Right, throw some dirt on it.
Okay, we're heading down towards the cave now.
Alright, so we're doing the wave cave?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
See, the candles are right there. 2 candles, the picture of mansion, right here. And all of that is now. But the candles, look at, they were burning for quite a while. The candles are right over here. Oh,
You should take this shortcut.
Is that a shortcut?
No.
Oh.
Have you ever seen the movie Ramrodder?
You trying to set her up?
You know the story of Ramrodder?
No.
There was a like a softcore porn
Uh-huh.
made in like 60s,
Oh, chain?
like 67, 68 with Bobby and Gypsy
Manson family
together
right there on the right.
before the Manson family existed. And there's a scene with Gypsy shot like right here. Total coincidence. Yeah, and if you YouTube Ramrodder, they'll show you the scene.
I'm on YouTube too.
Is this your first time down here?
This is my second time. The first time I was here was in June.
So
It's
June
different,
20.
right?
Yeah, it's way different.
Yeah,
It was
this
fucking
is
hot
this-
as hell.
this was in
It
a
was
movie.
like more overgrown.
In a movie starring 2 Manson family members before the
they're on
Manson
different
family existed. Right here.
Nice. See, that's what I'm saying. It goes back to the question: where to get the cameras and all that? If they're so poor and
Exactly.
hippies and broke,
This was a movie, a real movie.
with them in it though, right?
Yeah.
No. It was before the Manson family existed. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Down here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how.
Is it this way? Yeah, it has to
It
be.
is.
Yeah, it is.
Gypsy had already spent a little time on here, and Bobby, before they knew Manson. Here. That's what I'm saying. On this exact trail, shooting this weird
All right, so
softcore porn called Ramrodder about American Indians. And Bobby's an Indian, and she is too.
yeah, because I heard something about that.
So show them right here. Gypsy rape scene. You can. I mean, that's not that big deal. She's not hot.
Look at this, looks man-made right here. Oh, the cave. There's 2 caves. There's a mini one right there.
And then
Nah.
in the Life magazine thing, you know, where they have the hammock? There's like right here, you can still see like the wires and stuff, or the things. There's a little baby snake literally right there that one time.
Really?
Yeah, just right there. I never seen them like literally this close, but there was water.
They had the hammocks over here? Or was it down more?
Yeah, right here.
It was right there, right?
Somebody brought their Happy Meal?
Yeah, somebody brought their Happy Meal.
They spilled it. Yeah, they sure spilled it, yeah.
Sorry about that. You guys trying to take a picture of it?
Do it us.
Ain't that
That's right.
yeah, I was gonna say, the
They're with us.
yeah, the McBrides.
Dude, where was the camera?
Oh, it's right there. Look, say hi to it.
The what?
Hey guys, but the thing's gone. It lost.
The chip?
No, it lost
The lights
the
on.
voltage.
Oh, it's that.
Yeah. The guy hasn't come for it. He's supposed to have a GPS on it. Really? I kept it for him. I mean, like I said, I don't want to
I'm gonna take my clothes off now.
Hurry up.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it went like that, right? I thought, oh, no, the Wild West league. Yeah, exactly. Right. It's Van Ham. He's working out there. Hey, he's spraying spray. The rock, the tree.
Yeah, I saw that. It's all over there. Right where that tree's falling over, that's actually the Manson rock right there. Where I do videos of it where Manson actually sat there and it's actually been vandalized and chopped in half and stuff like this. This is actually the first time I've ever seen this down to the rock. Normally this is yeah.
How fresh was that? I know, it almost looks like somebody poured
And then he just cleaned it probably.
I wonder when they did that now. 50th or something, maybe?
Oh no, okay, look, let's just think about the people. It's it's the popularity of the internet. Like, as much as fun as what I do,
Hey,
which is fun and everything, it does cause
these are like the signs that people are looking around.
Oh, you know, we actually saw it full.
You saw a guy do it?
No, we didn't see the guy. It was here the last time we were here.
Yeah, he's leaving shit like this around, and
Yeah.
it's just drawing a bad name to it because you're like, oh, dude, you know, they can take it the negative way and start destroying it even more.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Don't come here and do that shit.
They have a fire, right? There's a video. And nobody says shit about him having a fire, but if I came down here and had a fire, then oh Lord, because I'm supposed to be working with sponsors and what I do. And then there's another video of California picking and his friends came down there, spent the night here. They slept right here. They came down here and slept here, and nothing happened. And it was like the Blair Witch Project. Got the camera. Okay. And if you just stop for 1 fucking second and stop yelling, everything's fine. But that's what it was. So it was like the Blair. They said it was ridiculous. But if I do that, all right, people, now I'm gonna spend the night down here. And then all of a sudden it would be on the news. Oh, see, you're trying. I'll take a picture of it.
Cry.
Carl's the next photograph. Yeah, we facing this way or that way? Wait a minute, it's Wayne Lewis's birthday. We've already done that.
We're in. Are we all going? Let's go that way, yeah.
We're all going in there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll get in there.
It's the final tour. Oh, cool.
Get in here, baby.
Not vlogging, right, Charlie?
Be careful. Be careful.
We got one on top.
Yeah, we got on that. Be careful. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Say Stoner.
What was that? Okay, that was good.
Did you hear that?
All right, Carl, come here.
Carl's a good flasher.
He's the fastest photographer in the West.
Yeah, he's a quick draw.
It's done. It's done.
He took it already.
He took it.
He did? Oh wait. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
See, what is that?
Oh, it's on. No, it's on.
I know
my,
what it is.
The JBL speaker.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
It's on my JBL
Oh,
speaker.
that was a good.
Done.
Awesome.
Listen, I developed this situation from when I have an explanation.
Someone dropped a pen.
Probably mine. For me.
The marker?
Mine. Yeah, mine.
Okay.
Oh wait, so you're leaving her to make one of these? Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Where we're at right now would be, you'd see the tip of the Rock City Cafe. So if the girls were done after a garbage run and they had dinner ready, they can come to the edge over here and go, hey Charlie, or girls, whoever's down here, your dinner's ready, come on up. And then they can just, run up the side of the hill here, they're down here, go up for a little garbage dinner, and then when they're done, hell, they can come back down here at night. And like I said, have a little controlled fire, a little something, whatever, and kind of hang out and do their little thing. And, and you gotta remember, this all was a lot clearer. There was not much brush here. There was horses going through. They even drove their fucking dune buggies in here. So it was torn up a lot. It wasn't like the way it looks, it wasn't overgrown like this.
They bulldozed a lot of that.
Up on the top, they
That's what I was
bulldozed.
gonna ask. When like the fire happened, did they bulldoze it down here or?
Yeah. And if you think about where we are right now, it's very secluded. You could have girls running naked and nobody could see you. And you can have a little party, this and that. I mean, come on, it's private. It's actually nice down here. And it's a lot cooler. Think about this. There's no fucking, see, this is where the ranch is. There's no shade up there. When it's 95 up there, it feels like it's 110. Because there's no shade, there's no trees. So
Yeah, it feels good right here.
Obviously where they spend most of
Because when I came in June, it felt good.
it's just a lot cooler.
Like when I got here, it dropped like 10 degrees.
Come out in the picture?
Huh?
Are you guys? If I take a picture, are you guys okay?
Yeah, I don't mind. I do not mind.
Oh, yeah.
It's always good to ask that. Photo because she was really she was happy to be here because we had spent like 4 or 5 hours together here, and by this time she was just getting intense, really talking. Manson. Yes. Oh, Stephanie. Hi.